Hi everyone, I'm Adedugbe Adebolaji Adenike and you're welcome to my channel. Remember when I said I was going to share the story of how I let go of the past and everything sharp? So today is the day for that story. So I'm going to be sharing a story of how I let go of hurt, pain caused in a friendship. So I'm really going to be comfortable in this video because I don't want to say rubbish and I don't want to be tense because it's story time. Who doesn't love a story time? Unfortunately, I don't have water here. I don't have a tea or a cup tea here. But you should have one when you are watching this video. So I had a fight with my friend last year, around October or so last year. The reason why we fought it was very stupid and it cost our friendship actually. Like the friendship broke totally. During that fight, she said lots of words that we I don't want to say mean words, a lot of words that they were very painful and hurtful. But I was hurt that night when I was reading that messages. But I didn't want to reply in anger. So I sent and I didn't want to ghost her. So I sent a single laughing emoji. And I knew that was enough to fuel my friend's anger. So she was angry and was like, really, Bolaji, really, really, really. And then she was like, in fact, let's cut off this friendship. I said, okay. I was not okay. So few days after the fight, I saw her and I decided not to talk to her. I treated her like a ghost. I made her invisible. I didn't talk to her. I didn't even do that as if she was there. I would greet people that were beside her and I would not greet her. That was very mean of you, Adebolaji. So that continued for a year because we solved our fight this year. So on Independence Day after church service, our mom called us. She was like, I don't like me, like your money shape. She called us, she told us to sit down. And then she first used gospel and then I said, hope you know you are children of God. And then she reminded us of where we're coming from. Thing is, my friend and I, we are not just friends. We are best of friends. We are sisters. People would see us on the road and think we were twins. People said that we resemble each other. People said because we really don't resemble each other because we are not from the same mother and father. We're not from the same parents. But people said we resemble each other a lot. In fact, if they didn't think we were twins, people thought that she was probably my older sister because she had body than me. So she told us, in fact, anytime I had events at my hometown, we're from same state but different hometowns. So anytime I had events at family events in my hometown, she would follow me and she'd come and grace the occasion with me. One time our aunt was having a wedding. I followed her for the wedding. So we were families. In fact, our cousins saw me, they were like, so this is your friend. That they don't have friends that will do like that. So we were friends and we were really, really close. We were sisters. Our brothers became mine, my siblings became hers. So our mom was reminding us that what's this rubbish that we're doing and blah blah. She said she doesn't even want to hear anything, that we should just go straight to the altar because we were still in church. That we should go straight to the altar, ask for forgiveness of sin, and mend every broken relationship. So we showed our hands. We did not hold our hands but went to the altar to pray. Then she stood up before me and she went out. I kept praying. I prayed for forgiveness and I prayed for my friend because that word that I should pray was not the first time it would come. That was not the first time it would come. So she left the altar before me on her way home. My mom sent her back that no, she should go and resolve the issue. When she came, she told me, mommy said I should come and talk to you. I just smiled. So we spoke, we trashed things out. We spoke at length. Because I remember we finished service around 8. I had an appointment 10. It was exactly 10 that we finished talking. And I got to wherever I was going with Sha. So we spoke. And when we were talking, it reminded me of one event when I was in school. One day, Pastor Sam preached about love, and he spoke about love, and he asked if there were any questions. Me, I don't really bet questions like that unless I'm really, really confused from the start. That's when the question will actually come in. So people were asking about questions. They talked about boyfriend, relationship, love, whatever. Some even spoke about friendship. So when that friendship came up, I was disturbed. And I said, and I asked this question, Rasam, how can you love somebody that has offended you, that has hurt you, that you can't even face the person and say you want to talk to the person? He answered me. I still wasn't satisfied with with his answer. And then I wanted to press further, and it was like, Adebolaji, I understand that we were actually hurt. So just pray, go to God, pray, and pray that you are able to forgive that person, and pray to God that you are able to love the person back. See, guys, when people tell you to go and pray about certain things, do not, even though the thing might seem little, might seem like, oh, do I need to actually pray concerning this? Please pray. So I went back to God and I prayed, and I told God, I'm ready to forgive this person. In fact, I called this person's name. I've forgiven you. I've forgiven you. No more hatred in my heart. I no longer hate you. I've forgiven you. What else did I say? I even prayed for herself. Um, then I started exams. Started final exams in 100 level. And then I was, in my mind, I was like, Adebolaji, you are going home soon. And this lady is at home. And you see her. You see her in church, even if you don't see her anywhere in level, you see her in church. So I was, God, please, when I see this girl, just speak through me. I don't want to keep malice. I don't want to treat her like a ghost. But thank God, I did treat her like a ghost. But thank God. Now, moving to my lessons, I realized that God actually used people for me in mending this friendship back. Because first was Pastor Sam. If Pastor Sam had not preached about love that day, who knows? Who knows? I want people that have prayed. It would still be in my heart. If our mom had not called us on Independence Day, probably I would have just said, mommy, this friendship, you cannot make it again. Because I still have hatred in my heart. So I really want to thank God for using people for me. So, lessons from my story. I know that this is not exactly what you are expecting. I know you might be expecting, oh, okay, my past when I used to smoke, when I used to do this, when I used to do that. Well, this Adebolaji did not do something things like that. I didn't do things like that. So, lessons from this story. Forgiveness is key. I was disturbed at one point. I could not find peace. I could not find peace because it was still in my heart. I cannot just forget somebody like that. Someone that already had great impact in my life like that. See, the thing is, I could not just erase her from the world, you know. Though I tried, I followed her from on TikTok, I followed her on IG, but still, I still didn't forget her because she was my sister. She's still my sister. So now, if you don't forgive, you cannot have inner peace. Though, do you think the only thing that can give you inner peace is you letting go? Yes, you letting go will give you inner peace. But letting go has lots of processes. Forgiveness is one of them. If you don't forgive, you cannot have peace. Well, it will be as if you are carrying all the load of Nigeria on your head. That is how it's going to be if you don't forgive. That's why in the video detachment, I said it, forgive your past. So I learned forgiveness because me as a person, I've always struggled with forgiveness. Yes, if you do something to me, and I've said I've forgiven you, I've forgotten. No, though there are some things that you can just easily do. That I'll just say, oh, I beg, forget it, Jare. Go down on concern. But there are some things that once people do to me, when it really hurts me, they would have said, I forgive you. But I still won't let you go. I will always remember. And then me talking to you like before will not just be there. Me trusting things, me placing things with you, me me placing things with you will not just we cannot just I cannot just do something with you anymore. And I'm not totally forgiving you. So I really learned forgiveness this time around because it unlocks that inner peace. It gives you peace of mind. You're no longer disturbed when you see that person. Because in fact, when we started talking again, it felt weird. And then at the end of the day, it actually felt good. Like I'm like, wow, this is the sister I lost. I'm glad to have you back. Another thing I learned is communication. In every of your relationship, probably marital, boss relationship, friendship, communication is key. How can I understand you when you don't communicate with me? So the another reason for our fight was misunderstanding. We could not understand each other. We misunderstood each other. We misunderstood each other. So that was why our friendship broke. That was not the reason for our fight. No, no, no. The reason why the friendship broke was because we misunderstood each other. And when we started talking, when she told me this, she actually said those things because at the moment things were not that rosy for her. So it was a built up anger, and then that actually happened, blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay, because she said she didn't really know, she didn't know why I was not talking to her. She didn't know why I was treating her like a ghost. Because after that moment, after a few days after that fight, when she saw me in church, she wanted to actually apologize to me and tell me the real reason why she did that. But because I treated her invisible, she was like, okay, this is how it's going to play out then. There was no point in telling me. So what am I trying to say? Communication is very key in whatever you are doing with human being. Communication is very key. If you guys don't communicate, then sorry, you guys will surely misunderstand each other. So communication is very key. And then place everything in God's hand. If people tell you that prayer cannot do something, I beg, take them to a mental hospital to have them checked. Table everything to God. As I said earlier, use people for me. Do you know how many people that have told me that go and pray concerning this thing? There was even one pastor, though that one did not actually tabam. Even God uses pastors. There can be a pastor that will come and minister, and they'll be like, if you are here and you are currently hating on somebody, come out, let me pray for you. That is God at work. In sending people to just preach something you don't even expect. It is God at hand. So commit everything to God, and I want you to know that God is always working in you. We are not perfect. Yes, another thing I learned is that we are all humans. We are bound to make mistakes. It could have been me instead of her. So as humans, we are bound to make mistakes. We are not perfect. And I want you to know that God is working in you. God is at work in you. And you are not perfect. But because you are not perfect does not mean you should not make mistakes. So this is my own detachment story. I was able to let go of pains and hurts, and because I wanted to embrace change. I wanted to embrace another thing different from pain and hurt. I was able to learn lessons too, and actually I'm smiling because I'm at peace. So this is my own detachment story. I really hope you liked it, and I hope you grabbed some lessons. So if there are some lessons in this video that you really grabbed, I would love it if you drop them in the comment section. So see you again. I remain TheAdebolaji.